Magandang umaga po at manigong bagong taon para sa ating lahat. Para po sa ating punong guro na si Ma'am Maria Victoria D. Teleb, sa ating mga masisipag na guro sa Rodriguez Heights Elementary School at sa mga magulang natin na walang sawang sumusuporta para sa ating paaralan, mabuhay po at maligayang pagdalo sa ating webinar para sa umagang ito. Bago po tayo magsimula sa ating webinar, nais ko pong ibahagi sa bawat isa ang pangako ng Diyos sa Isaiah 41 verse 10. Sinabi po ng Diyos na, "Fear not, for I am with you." Anuman pangamba at pagsubok ang ating harapin, lagi nating tandaan na may Diyos tayong kasama at matatakbuhan sa lahat ng oras at lahat ng pagkakataon. Ang webinar po natin sa umagang ito ay patungkol po sa school-based orientation on psychosocial mental health of learners. Ito po ay nakabase at pagsuporta po natin sa Republic Act 11036 or the Mental Health Law. Ang ating paaralan ay may malasakit sa bawat isang kabahagi nito, kaya po tayo ay nagsasagawa ng ganito pong klaseng webinar po para sa bawat isa po. We want to make sure that everybody is not just spiritually and physically healthy, but also mentally happy and healthy. Ako po si Moisa Elijah D. Castro, ang guro ng palatuntunan para sa umagang ito. Para simulan po ang programa natin para sa umagang ito, nais ko pong tawagin ang isa sa mga magaganda, masipag, and always serving with a smile na guro sa Rodriguez Heights Elementary School na si Ma'am Giselle Orpilia para po sa ating nationalistic song. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Giselle. Sa pagkakataong ito, nais ko naman pong tawagin ang isa sa masigasig at masiyahin na guro, walang iba kundi si Ma'am Imelda Tikman upang pangunahan tayo sa ating panalangin.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of the Lord. Dear God, we glorify and praise your holy name. You, O Lord, deserve all the praise and thanksgiving. We thank you for all the people present in this online platform. We thank you for the life you have blessed us with. Thank you for the graces and your love you continuously shower us. We ask forgiveness for all the shortcomings we commit every day. As we are gathered here today for our orientation on psychosocial mental health of learners, we ask for your Holy Spirit to guide us in every topic we are about to discuss. Enlighten our minds and hearts for us to understand what we need to know so we can have a fruitful in the midst of this pandemic. Bless all the teachers, parents, and guardians. May they be your instrument for learners to learn better as they go along their journey. All this we ask in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus, who reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Tikman. Ngayon naman po, nais ko naman pong tawagin ang napakasipag at napakabait po na ating OIC. Walang iba kundi si Ma'am Maria Lilibeth Hernandez para sa welcome remarks at sa word of wisdom.
Isang mapagpalang umaga po sa amin pong magiliw at mabait na punong guro, Ma'am Maria Victoria D. Teleb, sa akin pong mga kapwa guro, mga magulang at mag-aaral. Welcome po sa ating school-based orientation of psychosocial mental health of learners. Additional knowledge po para sa ating lahat. Kaya enjoy and understand. Happy listening and good morning to all. God bless. Magandang umaga pong muli. I am Maria Lilibeth P. Hernandez of Rodriguez Heights Elementary School, School OIC. In behalf of our school principal, Ma'am Maria Victoria D. Teleb. Mahalaga pong orientation na ito, kaya hindi niyo po siya dapat mamiss. Marami po kayong dagdag kaalaman at marami pong matututunan. Sabi nga po nila, mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. Again, good morning to all.
Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Beth, para sa inyong mensahe sa amin para sa umagang ito. At sa pagkakataong ito, nais ko naman pong tawagin ang isa sa mga gorgeous and of course, goal-oriented na teachers sa Rodriguez Heights. Walang iba kundi si Ma'am Noemi Toledano upang ipaliwanag ang rationale para sa webinar natin sa umagang ito. Ma'am Noemi!
Marami pong salamat sa ating MC, Ma'am Moisa Elijah Castro, sa atin pong punong guro na mabait at masipag, Ma'am Maria Victoria D. Teleb, sa atin pong maasahan na facilitators, mga magulang at mga kasamahan kong guro, isang magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Republic Act 11036, otherwise known as the Mental Health Act, an act establishing a national mental health policy for the purpose of enhancing the delivery of integrated mental health services, promoting and protecting the rights of persons utilizing psychosocial health services, appropriating funds, therefore, and for other purposes. Kaya, mapalad po tayo dahil ang ating paaralan sa pangunguna po ng ating punong guro will conduct a school-based orientation on psychosocial mental health of learners. And among the objectives of this orientation are raise awareness on mental health issues, identify and provide support services for individual at risk, and facilitate access, including referral mechanism of individual with mental health conditions to treatment and psychosocial support. Truly help is heard The silent Filipino voices are heard. Kaya po, just sit down, relax, and listen. Sulong, Idokalidad. Sulong, Blue Rizal. Lamang ang may alam. Muli, isang magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. God bless.
Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Noemi, sa inyong malinaw na pagpapaliwanag. Sa pagkakataong ito, ay dadako na tayo sa ating webinar proper. At sa puntong ito, nais kong bigyan natin ng warm welcome ang ating guest speaker para sa araw na ito. Kapwa ko, Resalenians, aking tinatawagan, ang ating guest speaker, walang iba kundi si Ma'am Mayan P. Antipatia, ang ating school nurse at RSO nurse. Bigyan natin siya ng masayang palakpakan.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Nurse Macy of School Health Nutrition Unit of SDO Rizal. Ako po ay naatasang magbigay ng kaalaman at impormasyon tungkol sa ating mental health and psychological support amidst of COVID-19 pandemic. So let me share my slide with you. Okay. Yan. So ako po si Mayan P. Antipatia, Nurse 2. Objectives. Overview of the Mental Health Definition Law. Number 2, discuss mental health and wellness amidst of COVID-19 and pandemic. Number 3, provides way on how to promote mental wellness and well-being. Number 4, define self-care and develop your self-care plan. Discuss basic psychological skills, child, youth mental health, and stress management. Okay. Burden of disease and disability. Mental health problems are increasing dramatically, account for 14% W Health Organization 2007. These three mental health issues is depression. Depression, ano nga ba ang depression? Depression is a constant feeling of sadness or loss of interest sa isang bagay. Alcohol and drug abuse, ito po yung paggamit po ng pinagbabawal ng gamot. Psychosis, number 3 psychosis. Ito po yung mga bagay na escape in a reality. And number, public health impact of mental illness. It can cause disability for long periods. So let's define disability. A physical, mental, cognitive, and development condition that impairs, interferes with, or limit a person's ability to engage in certain tasks or action, or participate in typical daily activities and interaction. So naapektuhan po yung kanyang holistic na kanyang gawain, o yung kanyang pong araw-araw na gawain. Apektado po dahil dun sa kanyang physical, mental, at ang kanyang pag-iisip po sa mga bagay. So worldwide, so the World Health Organization estimates that 154 million people suffer from depression. 20 million people suffer from schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a mental neurologic disorder na ito po yung pag nakikita nyo po yung may mental health issue is nagsasalita na po mag-isa. Meron na po siyang may sarili na po siyang mga hallucination sa kanyang isipan. Yun na yung binubuo ng kanyang isipan. So 877 people die of suicide every year. So 1% every 40 seconds. So for every suicide death, so approximately may 20 attempted na nangyayari for suicide. Next is 50 million suffer from epilepsy. So epilepsy is a seizure disorder made by our brain. Then 24 million of Alzheimer's disease and other dementia. So Alzheimer's disease is a neurologic disorder na atrophy of cells, or ibig sabihin namamatay po yung mga brain cells, and other dementia. So yung other dementia is a difficulty to recognize or remember such a certain part of our life, or for example, pencil po ito. Sa atin, normal yung pag-iisip, pero sa taong may dementia, ang tingin niya po sa may sa pencil or lapis ay isa po siyang kutsilyo. Diba po? So, iba po yung pagkaka-recognize ang taong may dementia. So, 15.3 million person with drug use disorder. So, drug use disorder, marami po mga drug use disorder, like yung paggamit po ng ang paggamit po ng pinagbabawal na gamot. Dito po sa Pilipinas, ang pinaka-common is ang paggamit po ng cannabis, sativa, o yung marijuana, yung shabu, and paggamit po ng inhalants, mga rugby po, na nakikita po, yung madali pong nakikita sa mga gamit po sa bahay, and alcohol yan. So, in the Philippines, third most common form of disability in the Philippines in 2000, next to visual and hearing impairments. So, let's proceed. Mental disorders and the youth. So, half of mental disorder begins before the age of 14. 20% of the world children and adolescents are estimated to have mental disorder or problem. So, Global Health Survey, 2007, 70% of students 13 to 15 years old with specific mental health problem described to be feeling lonely most of the time or always during the past 12 months. So, ayan. So, lagi po natin kakamustahin yung mga sa ating mga magulang, yung mga may anak po na mga teenager. So kasi po syempre kapag teenager na po, is nagkakaroon po sila ng other group of person na kanilang pagkakatiwalaan. So bilang magulang, a part of the family, is lagi mo pong kakamustahin kung ano na po yung mga bagay o pangyayari sa buhay po ng isang anak mo pong teenager. So 16.7, seriously considered attempting suicide during the past 12 months. So watch out for any symptoms or mga warning signs ng suicide. And later part is madidiscuss po natin yun. So 4.5, reported having no close friends. So it's a trial pa rin po sa pagiging isang kabataan. So much as possible is pumili po ng peer pressure ay yung tamang kaibigan po sa bilang isang teenager. So discuss po natin yung mental disorder in the workplace. So 30% of the government employees in 20 agencies in Metro Manila experiencing mental health problems at least once in their lifetime. So under DOH 2006. So 3 most common diagnoses is phobia, 15%. Phobia described as fear of unknown. O ito po yung makakapagbigay ng takot na alam nila na sila'y masasaktan. Alcohol abuse, 10%. As what I've said, is paggamit po ng alcohol or yung mga drink, beer, or any alcoholic drinks. So 10%. So depression is 6%. Ayan. So most commonly reported of mental illness. So makikita nyo po yung mga bar graph, adolescent, adults, and elderly. So makikita nyo po dyan, excessive sadness and forgetfulness and confusion increase with age. So, habang tumatanda po ng isang tao, doon nyo po yung nararamdaman yung lungkot, yung pagkabalisa, o pagiging makakalimutin. Pero ang cigarette and alcohol abuse, adults and adolescents, more than they do to the older persons. So yung adults, adolescents, ay mas marami po na ito po yung, alam niyo po yung lifespan na kung mas bata ka pa, dito po yung ini-enjoy mo yung buhay, di ba? Pagdating po ng panahon o yung pagtanda mo, dyan ka magkakaroon ng mga, kung ano po yung ginawa nyo doon sa mga physical activity po nung bata po kayo. So number po, example dito is cigarette and alcohol. Ang pinakabababa is delusion. So delusion, yan po yung isa pong mental health issues na nagkakaroon po ng isang tao na delusion, yung pag-iisip o yung bagay na hindi po totoo sa reality. Hindi po totoo dun sa mga bagay na nangyayari po sa araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Okay, next is mental disorder and non-communicable disease. So makikita niyo po dyan yung picture na ang ugat daw po ng non-communicable disease ay yung mga nagkakaroon po ng mental health condition, physical inactivity, alcohol abuse, and tobacco, and unhealthy diet. So let's describe non-communicable diseases. Ito po yung mga non-infectious disease, o pwede nating sabihin na chronic disease. Once you get old, is nagkakaroon po kayo ng mga sakit at ito'y magkakaroon ng mga habang gamutan. So, katulad po ng heart disease or stroke, diabetes, cancer, and chronic lungs diseases. Ito po yung mga common risk factor ng non-communicable disease. So, let's discuss Republic Act 11036. The Mental Health Act of June 20, 2008. So, mababasa po ninyo dyan, it's aimed to give Filipinos better access to mental health care, to provide mental health services down to the barangay level. So, LGU po yan, local government, to integrate mental health programs in the hospital. So, from the primary, secondary, and tertiary hospital, andun na po yung mental health program at sila na po yung magpapacilitate whether for their outpatient or inpatient na nasa kanilang pangangalaga to improve mental health facilities. Yan. So ito po ay isang malaking concern din po ng ating pamahalaan. So to promote mental health education in schools and workplace. So dito po tayo pumapasok bilang isang kagawaran ng edukasyon para sa ating mga mag-aaral at kanyang komunidad. Okay, so malaking partnership po ng DepEd is ang Department of Health. So mission, a society that promotes the well-being of all Filipino. So describe po natin yung well-being. So well-being is described as is free from any diseases. So mission to promote overall wellness of all Filipinos. So wellness described as a state of comfortable and being healthy and happy throughout your life. So program components, number 1 is wellness of daily living. Ayun, for a word such, ginhawa is wellness for daily living. So, yung araw-araw nating pamumuhay, okay? So, number 2 is extreme life experiences. Ayan, yung mga life trials natin. Mental disorder, neurologic disorder, substance abuse, and further forms of addiction. So, mental disorder, ito po yung eating disorder, post-traumatic disorder, panic attack. Neurologic disorder will be described as seizure or epilepsy, Alzheimer's, and other dementia. Okay, so substance abuse, what I have said is alcohol abuse. Okay, and yung common drug in the Philippines and other forms of addiction. So, yan yung mga, syempre po yung mga party drugs. And sa ating pong kagawaran at pagtuturo po natin dun sa ating mga estudyante at bilang school nurse po at isang empleyado po ng SDO Rizal is pinopromote po din namin ang isang flagship ng Okay sa DepEd is ang National Drug Education Program. So DOH calendar of activities, September 10, World Suicide Prevention Day. So promoted din po sa DepEd ng ating One Health Week noong September 10 is ang pagbibigay po nila ng information regarding po sa Suicide Prevention Day. Batay po dun sa DOH. So October 10, World Mental Health Day. Second week of October is National Mental Health Week. So let's proceed. What is mental health? It's a state of well-being in which individual realizes his or her own abilities, cope with normal stresses of life, works productively and fruitfully, makes contribution to the community as described at World Health Organization by 1999. Okay, so ang community, isang komunidad is ito po yung nag-i-empower o nagbibigay ng lakas, productive, maging maayos yung kanyang pakikipagkapwa-tao, yung trabaho niya, magawa niya ng maayos, at resilient. So resilient is after you have such a big problem, is you can order to bounce back. Okay? Ayan. So mental health, it's a foundation for the well-being, effective functioning of individuals. So ito po yung isang malaking pundasyon sa pagiging healthy or free from diseases ng isang individual. It's more than the absence of mental disorder. So ito po ay wala kang kahit anong problema po sa mental disorder. So mga sinabi ko po na kanina na magkakaroon ka ng traumatic stress, eating disorder, or kahit ano pa man din. Then it's ability to think, learn, and understand one emotion and reaction to others. Ayan po. So madali naman pong explain is paano yung pag-iisip mo, how you react your emotion to such a certain part of your life. So a state of balance between within and with the environment. Physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual will be discussed later part. Okay? Yan. So next topic is wellness. So yun nga po yung sinabi ko po kanina. Wellness is it's free, or I may say wellness is a being state of comfortable and happy, okay? And being healthy po. Okay, so number discussed is here is active pursuit of activities, choices, lifestyles that lead to holistic health. Ayan, it's defined as not passive or static state. So ito po ay tuloy-tuloy na choices po natin para makamit po natin yung state of health, yung pagiging maayos natin at free from diseases. So second, wellness linked to holistic health. So holistic health is binubuo po ito ng ating physical, yung katawan po natin, yung mental, how you think, how you process, and how you respond for any emotional stated po. And even cognitive, the way you think, lahat po, physical, spiritual, and social care po. Okay. Yan. What I have said is a divine 12 pursuit. So, ikaw po yung magde-decide and you have your self-responsibility for your own choices, behavior, and lifestyle. So, binigyan po tayo ng free will. And next time, next topic is physical, social, and cultural environment which we live in. And multidimensional will explain this all purpose o yung mga ating ano po ba yung purpose ng isang bagay po sa ating buhay. Okay? Ayan. So what I have said is COVID pandemic, ano po ba yung mga ginagawa natin and pag-a-adjust po natin sa new normal. For example, working from home, temporary unemployment, di ba po mayroong mga changes po sa quarantine. So yung mga job establishment na kailang na-hold dahil sa quarantine and homeschooling of children. So lahat po ng mga karamihan ng ating mga kabataan, ng inyong pong mga anak ay nag-aaral po sa kanilang mga bahay through online or modular learning. Okay, so lack of physical contact, other families, members, and colleagues. So, yan, discuss din po dito na lahat po ng bagay ngayon ay kahit po ang ating socialization ay through online. So, malaking tulong po yung panahon ng internet at napakaswerte natin kung tayo ay babalik doon sa panahon na nagkaroon din po ng pandemic is ang mga tao ay staying at home. Okay? So, fear of contracting the virus. So, dahil sa takot sa pandemya, ayan. So, hindi na po talaga lumalabas or staying at home. Malaking pong epekto sa isang tao po yung kanyang mental health regarding po dito sa ating new normal. Or worry about people close to us who are particularly vulnerable. Ito po yung mga tao na mas madaling mahawaan or yung mga katawan po nila ay sa tingin natin at sa pag-aaral ay mas madali sila mahahawa. Halimbawa po yung ating mga senior at ang mga ating bata na miyembro ng pamilya. Kahit po tayo na adult or na adolescents ay halos lahat po talaga ay vulnerable sa virus na ito. Okay. Okay. Your mental health is a priority. Bakit? Kasi po, explained here is you are essential part of the COVID-19 response. So there is no response without you. It can feel rewarding to know what you are making a difference. Okay, so next natin is most people stress during COVID-19 pandemic. Supporting emotional well-being of others during this challenging time is important. So, emphasis po natin. So, you can make a difference to the well-being of your student, family members, through how you interact and communicate, even the interaction are brief. Okay. So, being a person that always think about your other member of the family, so, or your friends, is you should act and make a difference para may isip po din natin yung kanilang health, yung maging komportable o maging makapagbigay ka ng mga bagay na makakapag-motivate sa isang tao. Okay. So, makikita nyo po dito, it's the same way the car needs fuel to drive. You need to look after yourself and keep your tank full so you can keep going. Okay? So, always pay attention to your daily well-being. So, para po ikaw ay makatulong din sa iyong kapwa, unahin nyo din po yung sarili nyo na ma-self-check and syempre po, titingnan nyo din po yung araw-araw na gawain po ninyo na ma-reach nyo po yung pagiging healthy o yung pagiging healthy through physical, mental, at cognitive. So to support others, we need to take care of ourselves. Take care of yourself. Ayan. So may payong sa ibig po sabihin is protectionan nyo din yung sarili po ninyong mental health. Okay. So what is self-care? Self-care described as conscious act one takes in order to promote their physical, mental, and emotional health. Self-care has been defined as multidimensional, multi-phases process of purposely engagement in strategies that promote healthy functioning and enhance well-being. Okay, self-care is vital for building resilience towards those stressors in life that you can eliminate. So dito po, makikita po ninyo is how you act or conscious act dun sa mga bagay na katulad po dun sa inyong pag-aalaga sa mga physical. Paano nyo po ba aalagaan yung physical nyo? Physical yung pangangatawan, ano po ba yung unang-unang gagawin? Sa halimbawa po, sa inyong check-up, yung tulog, sa pagkain. Later po, madidiscuss kahit po yung emotional, paano ka mag-response, paano mo controlling, kahit yung pag-iisip din po. So, self-care has defined multidimensional. So, ito po yun. Makikita niyo po sa physical, social, mental, spiritual, at emotional. Ito po ay madidiscuss later. Okay. Ito po yung mga bagay na magiging maayos po yung inyong pag-iisip, katawan, at spiritual. Okay. Yan. So, you need to take care of your body if you want to run efficiently. Lagi niyo pong tandaan, ang ating pag-iisip ay malaking koneksyon sa ating katawan. Okay? So, once na inaalagaan niyo po yung katawan, makakapag-isip po kayo ng mabuti at magiging maganda po yung pakiramdam po ninyo. Okay, so na-discuss din or nasabi ko po na physical health, self-care is fueling your body. Paano po nyo magkakaroon po ng magandang pangangatawan is paano nyo po siya maaalagaan. So makikita nyo po sa inyong sa ating larawan is syempre we have to sleep adequately, then physical activity, ayan, exercise, palakasin po yung resistensya, lalo na sa panahon po ngayon, and pagkain po ng mga healthy, nutritious food po. Kasi yan po talaga yung panlaban natin. Sa kahit ano pa naman pong sakit is yung immune system po natin. Okay? At sasabihin na rin po natin, halimbawa po kayo ay merong mga check-up, taking medication, is isa pang example na mabuting pangangalaga sa ating katawan. Okay? Yan. So, itong mga tanong na to, are you getting adequate sleep? Self-check din po yan. Then, taking charge of your health. Kayo rin po yun. Are you getting enough exercise? Okay. Next po natin is social self-care. So, dito po, socialization is key to self-care. Ayan. Paano nyo po ba magkakaroon po ng magandang pakikisama, pakikipagkapwa-tao dun sa mga kaibigan po ninyo o sa kapamilya? mga kasama po sa komunidad, mga kasama po sa trabaho. So close connection, important to your well-being. The best way to cultivate and maintain close relationship is to put time and energy to building your relationship with others. So masasabi nga po natin, the best gift that you can offer to someone is your time. Okay? Wala nga pong salita na busy. Ito lang po yung pagbibigay po ng priority kung ano po yung uunahin at bibigyan niyo po ng oras. Okay? Yan. So, next po natin is, ito po yung mga tanong na sa ating sarili. Are you getting enough time with your friends and family? Okay, next is, what are you doing to nurture your relationship with friends and family? Ayan. So, para po sa akin, dahil pandemic po ngayon, is malaking tulong po talaga yung social media, yung messenger, yung video call, at kahit po dun sa any services po na meron tayo sa buhay, katulad po sa church, sa work, is malaking tulong po talaga yung online po ngayon. Then, yun lang po, and set date. Kung pwede na tayo lumabas, magkita-kita po. Unang-una po nating aalagaan is yung pamilya po natin. Okay? Okay, so mental health, mental self-care. Okay? Unang makikita niyo po sa ating larawan is meditation. Social interaction, journal, and listen to music. So, ito po yung mga bagay na gagawin po natin para po ma-check o matingnan po natin yung the way we think and response at makakabuo po to sa ating psychological, the way we think, the way we act, para po sa ating state of being healthy. Okay? So, mental health self-care, which doing keeps your mind sharp. Like, for example, puzzle or learning subject that fascinate you. For example, reading a book or watching movies. Nakaka-inspire po sa inyo at nakakabigay ng magandang emotion po. Okay? So, next natin is practicing self-compassion and acceptance to help you to maintain inner dialogue. Okay? Then, ito po yung mga tanong na mako-consider po natin how you can take care of your mental or the way you think. Okay? Are you making enough time for activities that mentally stimulate you? Are you doing proactive things to help you stay mentally healthy? Okay, next is spiritual self-care. Research shows that lifestyle, including religion and spiritual, is generally a healthier lifestyle. Okay, so nurturing your spirit, it doesn't involve any religion. Okay, so ito po yung magkakaroon po tayo ng deeper sense of meaning, understanding, o yung connection po natin with the universe or with the Supreme that who created us. Okay? Ito po yung paniniwala po natin and yung ating value. So, how you can interact with others, yung character niyo po. Okay? And expressing compassion toward practicing gratitude, self-love, and reflection. Okay? Lahat po yan is natuturo po ng isang community na nandun po yung spiritual na pangangalaga o paano po kayong makukontrolvate. For example, makikita po ninyo dyan is sa ating larawan is service, enjoying God's creation, meditation, church, temple, attendance. Okay, yung pagpupunta po natin sa simbahan. Ayan, malaking pong Malaking tulong po yung religious service, praying, spiritual self-care is important. Okay? So, ito po yung mga consider to check our spiritual life. So, what question do you ask yourself about your life experience? Are you engaging in spiritual practices that mind fulfilling? Okay, so emotional self-care. So, makikita nyo po sa picture is, number 1 is learn to say no. Embrace this word to help you to take back your time and schedule, allowing you to finally say yes to yourself. So, number 1 advice is learn to say no. Okay? So, learn to say no is, you can offer to yourself na kung ito po ay nakakapag-trigger sa iyong mental health at may iwasan po na maapektuhan yung emotional state po ninyo, either physical, just to learn to say no. It's a self-care para po sa inyo, emotional self-care, okay? So, number 2 is breathe deeply. So, take a few deep breaths when you're feeling overwhelmed or like your emotions are running the show. Okay, so how to control your emotion once you will get angry at first. Okay, so breathe deeply. Ito po yung one of the strategy to control your emotion. So turuan ko na rin po kayo ng breathe deeply. Okay, so inhale, close your lips. Hold your breath for about 3 minutes. Then, exhale. Okay? Salagay ko na din or suggest ko na din yung butterfly effect. Okay? So, butterfly effect is putting your hands on your shoulder. Okay? So, nararamdaman po natin yung physical natin, yung katawan po natin. Then, yun, do a breath technique. Okay? So tip number 3 is watch your sorry. So reserve this word only for the times when you're truly sorry, instead to find the words you are really seeking and use them. Okay? Every word that we say mean for each someone. Okay? For it's something that worth it pong sabihin mo. Sorry, miss you, love you. Okay? So create boundaries. You are master of what energy you let into your life. So creating boundaries will help you keep your space sacred. Okay? Space so you can think effectively. Okay? So number 5 is fuel your emotion. Experience what you're feeling without judgment or guilt. Allow yourself to process what you're going through. Okay? May sabihan nga po tayo na lahat po ng bagay is kahit ano pong pangyayari sa buhay natin is dapat maramdaman po natin yun. Yung moment na nangyayari po. Okay lang po na ito yung maramdaman po ninyo, pero wag niyo pong hayaan ang bagay pong yun is makaka-apekto po sa araw-araw niyo pong pamumuhay. Okay? Sabi nga po nila is dadaan lang po ang mga bagay o emosyon na pangyayari sa buhay, pero wag mong tambayan. Okay? So, ang mga katanungan po nito is, do you have healthy ways to process your emotion? Do you incorporate activities into your life that help you feel recharged? Okay, next po natin is develop your self-care plan. Okay, assess which area of your life needs some more attention to self-care and reassess your life often. As your situation changes, your self-care needs are likely to shift to, okay? So, individual or self-care once fit all strategy. So, ito po yun ay yung plano po niya is dapat nakabatay dun sa pangangailangan. Okay? Okay, so once na ang sitwasyon sa inyo pong buhay at kailangan po ng pangangalaga sa sarili, is kailangan din po, magbago din po yung pangangalaga. Okay? Aspect of your life, so create a plan for change. Then nakalagay nga po dito, one small step, so you can begin to create and caring for yourself better. So making self-care is a priority. Tandaan niyo po yun. Okay, next is self-care plan benefits. So, ayan. So, increase productivity. So, increase productivity is a self-explanatory, okay? So self-awareness. So, you can start saying no tones or overextend, okay? So, bring goals and sharpen your focus. Happiness that product has long studied and knowledge. Happier people are more productive, okay? So, number 2 is greater resistance to disease. Improve happiness and well-being can lower any lower number of sick days, okay? And improve physical health. So better physical health is the way we can take care of yourself, like what I've said, is adequately sleep, nutritious health food, and exercise. Okay? Paano nyo po aalagaan yung physical nyo pong pangangatawan? Better self-esteem. So with higher esteem, give yourself as deserving. Okay? So, yung positive. So, once na meron po kayong lower self-esteem, so yung mga naiisip po ninyo, it's more on negative, okay? At nagkakaroon po kayo ng limit sa inyo pong sarili. So, increase self-knowledge is practicing self-care. Ito po yung mga bagay na gusto niyo pong gawin, is continual process, trial, and error. So, para po malaman yung mga bagay na nagpapasaya po sa inyo, okay? It could be a spark on a career change. Yan po yung example, okay? So, give more. Enhance happiness and life quality. Okay? So, ito po yung bagay o yung isang estado ng tao ng pagiging kontento, masaya po siya sa buhay niya, okay? So, next po nating topic is the child-youth mental health. So, how do we nurture our learners' mental health? Okay, so help children and youth to build strong relationship. How to build strong caring relationship sa inyo pong mga anak, sa ating mag-aaral, is dapat po is meron pong significant others, o isa po sa pinakamahalagang tao sa buhay ng bata na nasasabihan niya po yung ano po yung mga problema or kanya pong sitwasyon. Okay? Lagi pong may nakakausap po yung inyong anak. So, maganda nga pong oras para po magkaroon po ng strong caring relationship is during mealtime o yung oras ng paglalaro po nila. Okay? Ayan. So, help them develop self-esteem so they can feel good about themselves. Okay? How to develop self-esteem? Ang una pong gagawin po ninyo is show lots of love and acceptance. Praise them. When they do well, recognize their effort as well as they achieve. Okay? Ask questions about their activities and interests. Help set them realistic goals. Okay? So po yun po yung mga bagay na nakakapag-develop po sa self-esteem. Okay? Then, listen and respect their feelings. Okay lang po na maramdaman na nagagalit, natutuwa po ang bata. Ang unang gagawin po ninyo bilang magulang o bilang guro is encourage them to talk how about they feel. Hayaan nyo lang po magsimula sa kanila na sabihin yung nararamdaman. So, keep communication and conversation flowing, asking question, at makinig po sa inyong mga anak mag-aaral. Okay? Kung hindi po maging open po sa inyo yung bata, is tanungin niyo po siya kung sino po yung gusto niyang makausap. So, create safe, positive environment. So, ngayon po, dahil most of the children, learners, staying at home, mas madalas pong ginagamit po yung gadget. Okay, internet, gaming devices. So, be aware kung ano po yung mga bagay na kanilang pinagkakaabalahan sa social media. Okay? So, ito po kasi makaka-apekto sa kanilang behavioral life or yung kanilang ugali, pag-iisip. Madami po kasing hindi nakikitang maganda. Okay? Kaya po, maging open po kayo or lagi niyo pong pag-uusapan yung mga bagay na nagiging interesado po siya. Okay? So, next po natin is be careful discussing serious problem. So, hanggat maaari yung mga problema po sa pamilya, katulad po ng finances, may problema po sa inyong buhay asawa, sa sakit. Kasi po pag na-open or alam po ng mga bata yun, mararamdaman po nila na handun po yung pag-aalala nila, okay? So next is provide time for physical activity, play, and family activities. So ito po, good sample po ito sa para magkaroon po ng bonding yung mga bata sa pamilya po, okay? So bilang magulang or bilang guro, be a role model, okay? So taking care of your mental health, talk about your feelings, and make time for the things you enjoy. Okay? Ito rin po ituturo nyo sa mga bata. The difficult situation help them to solve problems. Teach your child how to relax when they feel upset. Okay? So deep breathing, yung tinuro ko po. Doing something calming. So ano po yung bagay na kalma ng kanilang state of emotion, okay? So, quiet activity they enjoy. So, drawing, ayan, drawing, reading books, also taking time alone or walking for a walk, ayan. Best time po yan para makausap niyo po yung bata, okay? Or treat niyo po sila dun sa mga gusto nilang gawin. Halimbawa, gusto nilang maging kabanding po kayo sa kanilang pinagkakabalaan, kunwari po ng mga games, ganyan, or movie, mapag-uusapan po ninyo. Then, yung pagsosolve po ng problem po nila is nakakausap po ninyo, pero huwag po kayong mag-take over at maturuan niyo po sila na ma-solve po yung kanilang mabigyan po ng solusyon yung kanilang mga suliranin o yung problem po that time, okay? Okay, so how do I know if my child or youth has mental health problems? Changes in thinking, okay? So, changes in thinking, saying negative things about themselves. O yung sinisisi po yung sarili nila, hindi maganda po yung sinasabi tungkol sa sarili o yung mga bagay na hindi po nila makontrol. Ayan, negative thoughts, changes in school performance. Okay, next po natin is changes in feelings. So, yung reaction po nila sa mga bagay sa sitwasyon. Okay? So, makikita po ninyo malungkot, nag-aalala, takot. Ayan. So, feeling helpless, hopeless, lonely, and rejected. Okay? Yun po yung mga nararamdaman ng bata. So, number 3 is changes in behavior. Wanting to be alone. Gusto mag-isa, laging umiiyak, nawawalan ng interes, o yung ayaw na po nilang sa sports, yung mga bagay na nagiging masaya po sila, withdraw o yung inaalis po nila yung interest po nila doon. Okay? So, overreacting sudden outbursts of anger or tears over small incident. So, yun po, pag napapansin niyo po na sobrang nagagalit, biglang iiyak, kahit po doon sa mga maliliit na bagay. Okay? So, quiet. Yan, pag napapansin niyo pong tahimik. Okay? Trouble relaxing or sleeping. Okay? Daydreaming, kasama po yun yung behavior. Tapos nagkakaroon po ng problema po dun sa mga kaibigan. So, physical changes. Makikita po ninyo yung madaling masakit ng ulo, sakit ng tiyan, ganyan. At pananakit ng katawan. So, lack of energy or feeling tired of all time. So, lagi daw pagod, sleeping or eating problem. Too much energy or nervous habits such as nail biting, hair twisting, or thumb sucking. So, yun po yung mga titingnan po ninyo dun sa mga bata. So, remember, just because you notice once or more of these changes doesn't mean your child youth has mental health problem. Okay? So, kailangan nyo pa rin talagang tingnan, kausapin ng inyong mga anak o yung mga estudyante. Okay, how to talk about mental health. So, ito po yung mga pangungusap na sasabihin po natin. Okay? So, sabihin po o tanungin sa kanila, ano yung nararamdaman mo sa pangyayaring ito? Meron ka bang pangyayari sa bahay na ganito yung nararamdaman mo? O kailangan mo ba ng isang kakausap sa'yo na alam mo magiging mabuti yung pakiramdam mo? Next is, may gusto ko bang kausapin para ma-open or nabigyan natin ng solusyon yung problema mo. So, ito po, I'm worried about your safety. So, nag-aalala ako sa iyong nararamdaman. So, may naiisip ka ba na sasaktan mo yung sarili mo o yung iba? Okay? Pero yung mga tanong na yun is sasabihin niyo po sa mga bagay na napapansin niyo nakakaiba na po. Okay? Yan. So, communicate in a straightforward manner. Tanong lang po ng diretso, okay? So, speak at level in appropriate to a child-adolescent age at development. So, kapag may preschool kayo, syempre po mas konti po yung malaking pagkakaiba po dun sa mga age din po ng inyong mga anak, sa estudyante, okay? Discuss the topic when he or she feels comfortable. Okay, assess niyo po siya kung ready na po ba siyang mag-open ng kanyang problema o magsabi ng problema po sa inyo. Watch for reaction during the discussion and slow down or back if she becomes confused or look upset. So listen openly about yun, makinig po kayo sa kanyang mga alalahanin. Assess niyo po yung nararamdaman niya. Okay? Okay, so what to avoid? Iwasan po niyo yung criticism. So don't say anything that you would not want to be said to you. Okay? Golden rule po yun. Okay? So wag niyo pong sasabihin yung mga bagay na ayaw din sabihin po sa inyo. Unsolicited advice. You need to do this. No, big no. Comparison, many people feel under attack when they are compared to peers or siblings. Okay, no to compare to someone else. Okay, victimizing. Many parents make a hobby of complaining about their kids. Big no. Self-aggranding. When I was your age, you should be like me. Hindi din po pwede yun. So, tatandaan po ninyo ha, overacting or underrating. So, control your emotion din po ha. Then, when should I call or go to a doctor? Okay, when drastic or dramatic changes are seen in teens' behavior or routine. Some warning signs are extreme weight gain or weight loss. Sleep problems. Okay, may problemas po sa pagtulog. Significant irritability or ongoing problems with mood. Okay. Madaling magalit, irritable. Okay, o yung magkakaroon ng mood swings or yung pag-iiba ng ugali sa certain na pangyayari sa buhay. Sudden change in friends or isolation. Gusto mag-isa. At wala pong mapagkakatiwala ang kaibigan. Okay? Trouble with learning. Trouble with the law. Ayan, mga nagiging walang gana po sa pag-aaral. With the law, nagiging pasaway na to. No? Overuse of electronic media like cellphone, smartphone. So, yan. Lagi pong may sariling mundo dahil sa paggamit po ng cellphone. Signs of drug or alcohol use. Okay? So, titingnan nyo rin po yan. O babantayan po yung mga anak. Okay, if your teen talks about suicide as harming himself, call your doctor right away. Yan. Makikita niyo po sa larawan ng isang hotline. National Center for Mental Health. Handang makinig. Yan po yung kanilang hotline number na pag-uusapan. So, National Center Mental Health, iyan po ang tertiary hospital na malaking hospital po sa Pilipinas na nangangalaga po sa mental health ng isa pong tao. Okay, but if the teen talks about suicide or harming him, herself, call a physician right away. You are not alone. Now more than ever, we need to find ways to stay connected with our community. No one should feel alone or without information, support, and help they need. Remember that po. And having a healthy mind is just important as a healthy body. Okay? And marami pong salamat. Once again, marami pong salamat sa inyo pong pakikinig at marami pong marami po kayo natutunan sa pagdidiscuss ng ating mental health awareness at laban po dito sa pandemic. Once again, I'm Nurse Macy of School Health Nutrition Unit at marami pong salamat sa pakikinig po sa araw na ito.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta at pagdalo sa ating webinar para sa umagang ito. Maraming salamat din po sa ating guest speaker. Thank you so much po, Nurse May. Maraming salamat po. Muli, lagi po tayong mag-iingat at lagi tayong maging mapagpasalamat sa lahat ng biyaya na ating natatanggap. God bless you all at dito na po nagtatapos ang ating webinar sa umagang ito. God bless you all and keep safe everyone. Smile!